Hey, this is C4stor Troy with another arcade gem. This one is from Xbox Live Arcade. It's called Torchlight, and it'll probably remind you a lot of a game we've all played a lot in our past and we all really loved, and that game would be Diablo 2. This game, Torchlight, has a lot in common with Diablo 2. The fact that some of the same sounds are exactly the same as Diablo 2. Like, we all remember finding a chest in Diablo and opening it up, and it makes that distinct sound. This thing makes the same thing, like when gems drop, when armor flies out of the crates, and everything that we loved about Diablo. This also has like similar characters and creatures and like class layout, stuff like that. So you'll notice here I'm playing as like a barbarian type class. The good old in your face, melee, smashing things, all kind of crazy havoc going on kind of class. I really enjoy this class. I have two weapons that are the same size as me, and I swing them around like nothing, and I really enjoy this class. There's also one that's very similar to like the Amazon, I believe, and it's more of like an archery or a gun type class where you use ranged weapons and things like that. That wasn't necessarily my most fun class on this game, so I really stuck to this one. There's also one that's similar to like a necromancer. It's more of a caster with poison and damage over time, things like that. So I'm only going to show you the one class in this one, and some of the like abilities he has, like the charging right here. He's got a like sweep with both weapons that stuns all the enemies, and he's got some like a big hit that knocks back as well. You kind of see it here. I'm able to run into a big crowd of guys and just start beating the crap out of stuff. It's really fun to play him, and it totally suits my playstyle. You see like all kind of huge numbers flying up from my damage, just whooping these monsters' butts. So it's like similar things that are in common, like the monster types. There's like elite monsters, like you saw two of them right there. They hit like trucks and they're hard to kill, but they also drop the goodies. So there's also like little minion guys, like those three skeletons that I just took out right there. And then there's like different enemies that have like, they're the same enemy, but one might have like lightning damage, and one might have fire damage, and one might have poison. So they kind of do very, very similar to Diablo 2. So there's also other huge similarities in the looting system. Like, it all flies out, you pick it up, and you go through your loot and pick out which ones you want. It has sockets and enchantments and everything just like that. So it also has like gear sets where you can match up. It's even purple, just like Diablo, but you match up a whole set of gear and you get extra bonuses. And some of the things like include like magic find and stuff like that to help you find better gear. The thing about this game is that although it's very, very similar to Diablo, I think the colors are a lot better. Like, the maps look prettier, and like it has running water that looks pretty nice, and all the enemies are nice colors, and the different levels have, even though like some of them are very similar, the different levels have nice colors to them every so often. You see there's also a rank up system on here, and you can go in and put things into your strength, dexterity, magic, or defense based on what your character is built for. Mine is built for mostly pure damage, and of course I need a lot of defense to go in there and take the blows from the big enemies. You see the skill tree right there. You get a skill for increased fame, and then you get one skill point for every time you rank up a level. So you can really choose how to create your guy to whatever spec you want. If you want to be like more tanky, you can go pure defense. If you want to go like pure offense like I did, there's things for that. I eventually had extra points left over at the rank I am now, which looks like level 52, that I started putting points into like extra things, like having the ghost with me. You see the purple ghost on top, and I think it's just kind of cool to have, you know, extra things to add in. Here's a mini boss fight for this level, and you can see that this guy hits really hard. My health goes down super fast, but he's also my quest. This game has some really cool quests, just like Diablo did. You go and you talk to the guys, and they say, hey, go down to the dungeon and kill this guy and find this armor. So here I complete the quest, I find the belt and complete that quest as well. It's got a cool system. You see here that it is a dungeon crawler, which we all love dungeon crawlers, and the map is like randomly generated, so you can walk around like no two levels are ever the same, which is really cool. And like the enemies are just random, and they're sticking a lot of them there to make it pretty fun and exciting. So if you can't wait for Diablo 3, which I know I can't, I mean, I don't really have a choice. I've been waiting for years, but this really got me over and will tide me over until Diablo 3 comes out. There's some neat things in here that I really like. They have these things, the phase beast right here, you see that once you kill him, he opens up a portal, and the portal takes you to like a treasure type dungeon where there's like less monsters and less loot, but you have like, well, better chance at getting good loot and gold. So some pros to this game, I'm just gonna go over these real quick before my video wraps up. Like I said, it has really cool graphics in my opinion. I think the characters look neat, and they had some good skill sets and everything. They really allow you to build a class to what you like. The gameplay is just plain fun. And you see here, there's just like stuff blowing up everywhere, monsters like that you can't even count how many there are. I mean, you never go through an area that doesn't have monsters, and it's just, like I said, just fun, and it's not that many points, you know, and it's gonna get you by until our much looking forward to game of Diablo 3. Just a couple cons. You're gonna get in here and expect multiplayer like you would on Diablo 2, but you're gonna be disappointed. I really think this game would be a lot more fun with another person, but you know, sometimes you get what you get. Maybe if it was a full game, or maybe cost more points, you would get that, but for the price, you can't ask for much more. The other thing is, like, the armor. Even with magic find on, it's really hard to find the items you want, and you have to rely on going to the enchantment guy in the town and saving your game before you get to him, and then you just kind of enchant as many times as you possibly can before your thing destroys itself and, you know, runs out of enchantments. So if that happens, you just load your game and start over. But see, I'm using weapons that are fully enchanted, like to the teeth, but I'm still looking for full sets, and I'm not sure I'll ever get them. So that's one of the cons about this game. So this about wraps up my talk over or first look of Torchlight. Hopefully you pick it up and you can beat my high score and have a lot of fun just like I did. Stay tuned for more arcade gems. I have a lot more to do, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.